Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Temperatures in the high 80s this week. No doubt some of the usual summer thunderstorms will blow through. You know who likes that? Mosquitoes. You know who likes to kill mosquitoes? Southeast Termite and Pest Control.
Everybody.
That's why I like Southeast Termite and Pest Control. They can come out, do a one-time treatment, 3 treatments, whatever you're looking for. It only takes about an hour in most yards. It's fantastic, and they'll wipe those suckers out for the summer. Give them a call, Southeast Termite and Pest Control, or visit their website right there on your screen. Okay, plenty more to come today, including a little Peyton Manning, some terrible Tennessee jerseys from 2014 that actually popped up in the news. We'll show you those if you haven't seen them yet. But first, Mike Strange, you wrote something in the Sentinel this week about Vincent Yarborough and about the Jerry Green era and how those teams, you know, they won games. He was the first guy to win here in about a decade. They go to the NCAA tournament 4 straight years. They're winning 20 games, but there's a disconnect between the coach and the fans. The team's reviewed as disappointments and underachievers. And I'm reading this and I'm thinking, is there a comparison to be made here between the Jerry Green era in basketball and the Butch Jones era in football at all? I think some people would say, yeah, underachieving. And I think some other people would say, yeah, underappreciated. Thoughts? Is there? I'll start with you, and I'll let the other guys.
Well,
chime in.
kind of what I was writing about was Vincent Yarborough, who I interviewed. I mean, if you look at his career stats, he's top 10 in every category. He scored more points than any player at UT from the state of Tennessee, but he was left off that all-century team that they did a few years ago. And
hard to believe.
I just think that maybe Jerry Green's players, like a Vincent Yarborough, was not maybe as appreciated as he should be because the fans were just, like you said, there was such a disconnect and animosity towards Jerry Green that maybe some of those teams and particular players didn't get the esteem they did. Ron Slay was the only Jerry Green era player on that all-century team.
Okay, well, let me ask you guys, the rest of it. Do you see any comparisons at all, either that the teams are underperforming or the coach is underappreciated? I wouldn't compare Jerry Green to, but there may be a small disconnect between some fans and Butch Jones. Totally different. Jerry Green was openly hostile at times.
Yeah, right.
He would be happy to go to the beach and he'd tell you. So it's not that. I'm talking more about how folks around here view this team or how this team performs. Is there a comparison to be made, or no, you wouldn't go there?
Well, I think the comparison would be incredibly apt if in a couple more years, if Butch Jones is still cranking out 9-4 records, finishing in the top 25, but never quite getting over the hump. And I think that's what Tennessee fans saw with Jerry Green. Yeah, we're going to the NCAA tournament, but we're not doing much in the NCAA tournament. And every year seemed like the year before. I think that's where the problem came in. And if Butch Jones keeps going 9-4, hey, it's good, not great. It's good, but I don't think it would be good enough.
Yeah, like the North Carolina loss in the NCAA tournament, a lot of Tennessee fans still look back and say, should have had that one. Tennessee fans are looking back and said, should have had South Carolina and or Vanderbilt. And if that happens, you have a better season. Maybe you win the East, you beat North Carolina, go to the Elite Eight.
Chuck, you got about 20 seconds here.
The comparisons I see are just from the PR aspect and how some things could have been handled so much better. Jerry Green inherited some pretty good players, though, from Kevin O'Neal's team.
Which Butch Jones did not.
Which Butch Jones did not. And that's
point.
a big distinction I think you have to make.
Very good. All right. I just thought that was interesting because you have people that look at both those eras of team and say, well, they underachieved. And I think you have another group of fans that look at it and say, well, it's kind of underappreciated when you look at just the bottom line results. Interesting comparison, I thought. When we come back, David Blackburn walks away at Chattanooga. What's up with that? Let's say a little Peyton Manning to come. A little more with Roger Klein, the Peacemakers. Come on back on our Father's Day special.